Hey everybody, and you're welcome to the D&D podcast. Today I wanted to talk about the time that I was a player at the time, that me and my friends completely derailed the campaign. We were at the time playing Watergate, a modified version of Watergate Dragon Heist, so there shouldn't be any spoilers, except for maybe a minor spoiler, but that's if you don't want any spoilers whatsoever about like minor things what like a certain type of enemy, then I guess skip this video. But the only thing being spoiled here is this what type of enemy we were up against in one situation that I won't even be really going into. So the time that me and my friends completely derailed the campaign, I was a druid, obviously. I was playing with a rogue, a wizard, a fighter, and a it was two fighters because after he died, then he became a bard. But at the time, he was also a fighter. Oh no, he wasn't. Never mind. There was one fighter. There was one druid, a ranger. Not a ranger, a rogue, and a wizard. So there was the four of us. Eventually, a fifth person joined the game, but at the time it was just the four. Now, we were investigating something that I won't go into, and we ended up in this warehouse. We took like about good 15 minutes using different stealth abilities to sneak into it, and we eventually got in completely unnoticed, where we found some Kinku who had some blood on them. Now, we were looking for a person, and, well, we were able to imply what happened here when these Kinku had blood on them. Eventually, I accidentally failed a stealth check. I stepped on a branch, and all the Kinku's heads turned toward us. Now, we knew what was about to happen, and unfortunately, I had one spell slot left. Combat began, and we fought the best we could, but we were pretty low level at the time. Though we were able to hold our own for a while, being able to throw back everything the Kinkus threw at us. They were decently skilled fighters. We held them off, we held them back, we kept fighting back until we were actually able to down one. And that was just the boost in morale we needed. And we kept fighting, we kept going harder, we kept fighting more violently, and another one went down. There was only one left, and I used my final spell slot for Hold Person. And I succeed. We interrogate the Kinku about what happened here, and after we don't get much information out of it because, for those of you who don't know, Kinku can only repeat words they've heard. A lot of people take this as in like within the past 10 minutes, some people take it in the past hour, some people take it in 5 seconds, and some people take it as in ever, as if they've ever heard a word, they can then repeat it. I usually take it as like a 10-minute thing or like a 30-minute thing. I'm sure there is an actual number, though it's not coming to me off the top of my head, and I know a lot of different people that run it differently. And whichever way you run it is the correct way because you're the dungeon master. Though at the time I was a player. So all the Kinku is saying is, some information that helped us to believe that this person may not have been killed here, but instead is somewhere else. So, when the Kinku breaks free of my Hold Person after revealing this information, it attacks us again and the fire just decapitates it before it's able to hit us. At about this time, there's probably something I should mention about Waterdeep. They're a lot more advanced than a lot of other D&D locations, such as Chult from the Tomb of Annihilation. And Waterdeep is a real city with actual city guards, and at the back of Waterdeep Dragon Heist the book, there is a list of laws and punishments for breaking them. And like you can literally like have the police called on you and taken to jail. You can call the police on others who are doing very illegal stuff if you can't stop them first. I believe they're called, though, the city guard, not the police. So right after, though, the fire chops off this Kenku's head, about 5 of the city watch show up. And what they see are 4 adventurers standing in a pile of dead Kenku with blood all over us. They immediately charge at us while calling for backup. We don't try to fight, we just back away, and we actually back into a wall with our backs were literally against a wall as they surrounded us. And more people, more guards came in, and eventually the guard captain came in. Now, it seemed like we were going to go to jail for a long time. But apparently what the DM wanted us was to go with the guards and then confess our side of the story. They would actually believe us because they were prejudiced against Kenku. And then they would actually be able to help us in our overall quest, and we would be on the guard's good side. What we did, however, was I looked at the wizard, and I kind of nodded to him because we came up with an agreement earlier. He had a special item, which was a glass jar, like a glass jar pretty much the size of a flask, that was full of black powder. And as a druid, I knew the spell produced flame. We knew that together, if he threw it and I cast it inside, we could essentially make a mini grenade. So he knew what this nog meant. He used a sleight of hand check to get the black powder out, and he succeeded. Right after that, as the guards are approaching to arrest us, he throws the black powder into the middle of them. I cast Produce Flame, and it explodes. All the guards are dazed except for the captain, and we make a break for it. We just run out of there. I believe I turned into basically a ferret since I was a druid, because it gave me... It wasn't exactly a ferret, but it was something along the lines of that, because it gave me a higher running speed. And we all got out of there. Eventually, though, the guard captain was able to catch up with us, and we are still running. He's running after us because he was able to not get dazed from the initial grenade blast. And I actually look at the rogue, because I had just played a rogue in Curse of Strahd, and something similar had happened to me. I say to him, "That character, did you take the Thieves' Pack?" He turns to me and says, "Yes." And I say, "You have 1,000 ball bearings." He starts to laugh, and he double checks first of all, and he looks so happy. He takes out his knife and he digs into the side of his ball bearings and lets them fall to the ground. The guard fails the saving throw. He trips and falls on those small metal balls, and we leave him in the dust. We then go to hide in the sewers. The guards are on high alert from then on to look for us. And we hid in the sewers for a long time. But what we did after that is a story for another time. But that's the time we severely derailed the campaign. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I did. I hope you all have a good day. And until next time, roll well.